He's not your Guile?
He's not my Guile. This makes me mad. This makes me so mad. Like, to the point where I wanted to protest this movie and not watch it. This is a disgrace to the original Street Fighter movie. Because we went from star power like Jean-Claude Van Damme to Cody Rhodes. That is a downgrade if I've ever seen one. And I would have rather have seen John Cena if I was going to pick a wrestler, be Guile, or anybody else. This is not my Guile. This is not my Guile.
It'd be interesting to hear Guile with a lisp.
Yeah. And here's another thing about this. They already cast Roman Reigns. We already have a WWE wrestler there. I didn't want a WWE present Street Fighter movie. I want a good Street Fighter movie. I want it, and yes, the movie isn't any good. And I'm talking about Mortal Kombat. But at least they had actors in there. I don't want them just throwing in me random wrestlers. I just feel like this is a disgrace. This is a disgrace to casting. I don't think he deserves it. I don't think he's earned it. Who's going to be Blanca? The Beast Mortos? I don't want this.
They already cast Blanca.
I'm sure they did, Eric.
I'm disappointed.
Is it Jason Momoa?
I'm disappointed that Kofi Kingston wasn't cast as DJ.
No, he would be a terrible DJ. If I was going to go wrestler with DJ, you got to go with I'm not blanking on his name. NXT TNA champion.
Trick Williams.
Trick Williams.
Okay,
that's my DJ.
Right.
That's a better DJ.
Oba could be Balrog.
Yeah, all this shit don't matter to me. Bucks can lose their MVP status. I doubt it.
I believe the text.
I'm just so upset about the streak.
Will the Bucks lose EVP status?
Yeah. The will should be in front of the Bucks.
I'm tired, okay? I'm tired. But you know what? Maybe I meant it like this. Bucks will lose EVP status? Maybe I meant it like that.
Are you talking about the Milwaukee Bucks or are you talking about these guys? Because both of these Bucks ain't had good weeks this week.
It's been a bad week if you had a buck in your name.
How the hell you stretch a person who's owed $22 million? That don't make no sense. That math ain't mathing.
Mrs. Bobby Bonilla. Maybe he'll end up a Laker, though.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Bobby Bonilla Day.
And the white women have united to take down. Oh, more white women. This is
this has been the most Caucasianized version of NXT in a while. This has.
Yeah. I would like to say this, and I'll add this. Jasmine Nix is not a real friend. When they were getting their ass kicked, she just rolled out the ring.
I don't think she got any offense. I don't know.
She got out the ring like when the men be fighting and the women can't get involved in the violence in WWE, so they just get out. That's what she got out like. Yeah. It was like
she wanted no smoke. I was like,
like not today, Satan.
Girl, I just got my hair did and my nails done. I am not fighting these people. They crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Blake Monroe being a good guy, though. I feel like she should be a bad person, but that's just...
Marcus, what the fuck is this? This is...
I don't know what this is. This is what...
Okay, so
she got a little chunky, man. She got a little chunky.
Yeah, she a little thick. Mortos is giving her that pure meat. But what do you make of her outfit? This was like a very interesting wrestling attire for Miss Mercedes Moné. I don't know what to make of it. It was like she was dressed for combat, but then also like for a rave. I don't know. I think
I don't know what this outfit is.
I'll wait till we talk about it on the show.
No.
There's your boy. There's your boy.
No.
Sumo has taught him everything. You saw the way he was whipping up Jasper Troy. This is your boy.
You were probably so happy when he bounced on that top rope and hit that splash. You probably were.
It's a good splash. It's a good splash. It's a good splash, man. Wait, you say I beat her up?
Yeah, you made it splash. Welcome, everyone, to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am, of course, your racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes. He is...
I'm going next? I thought
he's the guest on this show.
I'm the guest, Marcus.
Since when did we do the show when Marcus the grand finale isn't last?
When it's the Untitled Manny and Marcus show.
When it's the Untitled Manny and Marcus show, we don't go, welcome to the Manny and Eric and Marcus show.
No. Eric isn't here, obviously. Well, I'm the very disgruntled, agitated, pissed off mofo, Marcus the grand finale.
Why are you so annoyed, Marcus? Tell us why.
I told you Cody Rhodes pissed me off, didn't he?
Oh, I thought you was mad at me and Betty for talking about F1 in the pre-show meeting.
I don't give a F about that,
20
okay?
minutes, for 20 whole minutes.
No. What pissed me off in the pre-show, I come in, yes, I'm a little tardy. It happens. But I've been on time every single damn day of this show. And I come into this room, and you guys are talking about video games that I have no intention to play. And that's fine and all, but then you go into a realm where I plan on watching a
we
realm.
got to a Dodge Ram?
You got to a Dodge Ram, and where it goes down on the internet, where you hear people talk their truth. But I came in, and y'all are talking about F1, and it's the second time I've had to deal with this conversation about F1 since you guys didn't like my joke where I said F you. So I'm done with that movie. I just say fuck it all. I say fuck it all. You guys are frustrating me. I'm just done. I'm just.
I don't remember the first time.
Kenny's out of jail. This is all crazy.
He's not out of jail.
He will
On the
be.
third time of hearing this terrible joke, it's still not funny.
It gotta laugh this time. It gotta laugh this time.
Betty, the joke is so bad that I still don't realize when he made the joke.
It gotta laugh this time.
It's only funny because of your reacting that no one laughed at it. That's the most funniest thing about that joke.
That's the best part of the joke. Some jokes are good like that. They're lasting. When you haven't got it in. It's like, you know how you read a book and you realize the knowledge just sink in at another moment in your life, you didn't realize you really going to use that.
When the last time you read a book and the knowledge sunk in? Tell me when.
I read a book about a month ago. How dare you? I saw a book, okay?
I saw a book?
I saw a book.
He gonna be like Brad Pitt reading the car manual.
There we go. Another F1 reference. You son of a bitch. All right, that's it. Brad Pitt is banned from the podcast.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt is banned from the podcast. And you may say, Marcus, why would you ban Brad Pitt in 2025 right now? Is it because you're upset that they keep talking about the F1 movie? No. I am still upset when he did the Jennifer Aniston a million years ago. And that's why he's banned from the podcast. Brad Pitt is banned.
I thought you were upset because he was going to cry in front of the Mexicans, but I guess I could be wrong about that.
No. That was Leo that was going to cry for the Mexicans. And you better not. You better not.
Oh, so Brad told Leo not to do that?
Yeah. Not in front of Mexicans.
I mean, Jonathan Smush said, "Good morning, evening. May Hulk Hogan always burn his popcorn." I haven't made popcorn in such a long time. Why not have Shinsuke play Ryu? And congrats to Kershaw for his 3,000 Ks.
Congrats to Kershaw for his 3,000 strikeouts. And you know what? I know I've been very hard on Muncie. I didn't want it like that. I did not want it like that. I hope you get better real soon, Max.
We made Muncie was tearing it up, and you were still mad at him. He was in a little slump to start the season. He turned that shit around. The man had like a .98 batting average at one point, and now he got it up to 251, and he's like the hottest player in baseball, and worked himself up to possibly becoming an all-star. So how dare you be so harsh on Muncie for all these months?
I stay on business, man. Maybe
That's not staying on business, ignorance.
Maybe my negative energy is what turned him around. And if I start praising him, he might start sucking again. So
I'm gonna say negative energy. That's what I'm saying. Racing motherfucker. Just let
you want to say the N-word?
I didn't say I said negative, but I said it very deep.
No, he wants to say the N-word as much as that guy's New World Wrestling Order YouTube channel. I watched one of those videos. Lost count. You lose count.
I don't even know who this person is.
It's the wildest show online. It is. The law don't exist there. No laws, no strikes. The man does whatever he wants, and I support it.
He gets views too. I don't get it.
Yeah, kicks our ass. I mean,
maybe he doesn't wait 10 minutes to start talking about wrestling.
Hey, it's a very good format we have over here.
Yeah, we started the show hot talking about wrestling.
I don't like the way you come in here and act like you're better than this. You just happened on Saturday too.
No, because Betty, my derailment starts for 20 minutes to start the show, and I'm okay with that.
So you ready to jump into the news, man? It's 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
There ain't real news. There is. How much news is there? Really? There is nothing.
There's a lot of rumor and speculation. I put it in our shitty description, but here we go. I'll give you number one. Brit Baker is teasing leaving AEW.
Talking
Yeah, I
about
go.
She asked to leave. She asked
Yeah,
to leave.
Talking
And they
about
asked
said
to
no.
leave.
water.
And they told no. They told her no. My speculation is this: the reason she's bringing this up is because she tried to get on that Evolution pay-per-view, and she was trying to get on there, and it ain't happening for her. It ain't happening. Britt, you chose the wrong opponent. You stay in AEW. I don't need you on WWE TV. It's not like you're the best wrestler in the world. There are so many better wrestlers I'd rather see on AEW and WWE than you feature. I'm just saying, it's over. It's all over.
Yeah, I'm not here lobbying for Britt to be let go. I mean, whatever. You know, she can do what she need to do. If any place, Britt shouldn't jump to WWE. I think she would do better if she went to TNA. Go mess up their locker room first. I mean, her and Tesla.
We talk WWE's locker room.
Her and Tesla would probably be a great rivalry each other.
Shoot,
She a racist?
Yeah,
That
exactly.
we know of. That we know of.
We don't really know. We don't got now Stratton. She got 2 strikes on her. Stratton got 2 strikes on her
Nah,
name.
man. Yeah,
She got 2. She got 2, Eric.
Nah.
The black bitch video, and now calling people yelling boy like she was yelling. She was yelling boy with all the country in her heart, and she wasn't even because she's from Minnesota. She shouldn't be acting like that.
That's not a strike. The black bitch, that's a strike. That one, that's not a strike.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. How you doing, boy? Yo, that's a strike.
The strike is Ludwig actually being in Charlotte's DMs, if that's true. That's a strike.
Ludwig was not in there, but maybe they broke it up over that. Who knows?
But
he's a grande Americano.
clearly, as someone said, that Charlotte must be crazy inside the bed because she keep finding bed. She just can't keep them.
She can't be crazy in bed. She look boring as hell.
I don't know, man.
Her face ain't moving. Got time for that. There's a lot of artificial parts.
We should go tell Ryan and go
Like
in
it'd
there
be
and
like fucking
investigate.
away move.
I feel at this point it'd be like
Did you
a
say
catching
fucking
thing
away
to
mode?
bucket.
You said
Yes.
fucking away, bro. What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know. That popped in my head. It's artificial intelligence. This is a person I can respect. The Graveyard Shift wrestling show. I can respect that. Graveyard people, because I am not awake. But yeah, there was another story. I think there was something else out there. I can't remember what it was.
Then it was not another story if you can't remember it.
No,
Yeah,
Karrion
mediocre.
Cross's contract's coming closer. It's getting closer to the wire. TikTok.
You gonna would you pay him the money? Pay him the
I mean,
money?
if he asks for anything more than he's actually currently on, no.
Oof. What the fuck, Betty? I
What's
mean,
he
that's the
done?
least you can do. That's the least you can do when your contract is coming up is ask for more money. You want this man to go, hey guys, don't pay me anything new. Don't pay me anything at all. Let me sit here.
Wait, no,
if
no,
your
no.
contract is coming up, you're not going to ask for more money?
Marcus, the real
I
question
don't
is-
deserve this.
No, the real question is, 1, how much do you think he's on? And 2, based on what you said on that, how much extra are you going to pay him?
So I think he's on a $300,000 to $500,000 contract. How much I give him? I give him $1.5 million.
You're out of your mind. I'll
I
fire
think
you.
the man.
I'll fire you along with
you.
The man. Yes, WWE is currently in debt with Guile, but I'm saying this: the man did something that most wrestlers can't do. He got himself some respect from the people out in the crowd for doing basically minimum work. The man has been out there promoting himself like nobody has been able to promote himself since Matt Cardona or Zack Ryder or whoever. He's out there making a name for himself, and I would take advantage of this, and I would pay that man just a little bit more money.
I give the man 150 and tell him to go down to NXT and fight.
150,000.
Yeah.
That's less than
what they give the minimum of people in NXT.
So how much is he making now?
We don't know.
Marcus thinks.
I gave an estimate. I
in the
said
range
about
of 300 to 500.
I look at it this way: you give him 150, you give Scarlett 150. Now that's 300. That's a happy household.
That is not a happy household for what they do. This is just mean and callous. This is callous.
Marcus,
what kind of ship you running here? Why don't you just tell him to fuck off when we negotiate contracts?
Because technically I
fuck
will
off.
tell him to fuck off. Because the thing is, yes, he got people behind him, but I don't think it's sustainable. I don't think that people are going to care about Karrion Kross in 6 months. You saw what he did in that match against Sammy. The only reason why people even cared about that match is because it was against Sammy. I don't like Karrion Kross is fine and all.
I disagree.
I would hate to see his music leave because I think he still has one of the most fire interest in the game that no one sees. He needs the helmet.
That can go.
I
don't need it.
I also thought that Scarlett was skirting a very fine line at Night of Champions with her sheer shirt. I don't know what that was about, but someone need to talk to her.
Okay.
But I don't think I would pay him. Let him go to TNA.
It's the same thing. They're owned by WWE secretly.
But
that's Mexico next.
That's the news. There's nothing else.
Yeah, I think that was my other story. To be honest, I can't remember.
So let's get into Dynamite.
Dynamite.
Light the fuse. Here's the muse. Dynamite.
Let you guys
and I know they got new music and they had it for years. But
we probably won't watch Collision and no one cares. But it appears that on Collision, Scorpio Sky had a match. He ain't been wrestling and he won. And it ain't been in 20 years.
That might be his farewell.
Huh?
That must be farewell.
Yeah. I'm giving it a strike.
You need to see it.
I haven't seen it and I know it happens. I'm giving it a strike. They only trotted his black ass out there. So, because he's close to his hometown of Southern California. And they did that for his, I bet you we won't see him for another 10 years. We're more likely to see Karrion Kross become the WWF champion before we see Scorpio Sky ever again in the AEW ring.
So Hangman comes out, says a lot of gibberish until he suggests a Texas death match. Mox comes out, says no because Adam Page doesn't want to win and be at the top. Hangman doesn't have what it takes to have a Texas death match with him, and he isn't willing to go where he needs to go to win a Texas death match. Hangman slaps him, a brawl occurs. Marina Shafir slaps him several times, and the Death Riders get him. Hangman says he's still standing, and the Ops finally arrive. Ops, if you're going to make a save, don't even come out there anymore.
Yeah.
You're too late.
I would like to imply, what kind of ops is this? What kind of operation are they running here? But it seems very slow.
They're running on ethnic time.
Yeah, like Hobbs just randomly saunters out there through the crowd. Shibata Joe is out there by himself at one point. Till Shibata backs up. They are a disgrace, and I'm so sick of these bad saves in wrestling. Everybody saves horrible now. Back in my day, people used to make the save. Damn it, they used to save you. They would run down with a sprint. They would be there with great haste. Now it's kind of like, all right, I guess I go save your sorry ass. That's what it kind of feels like. Into walking.
Marina comes in with the briefcase, gets intercepted, demands Mox. Hangman demands Mox to give him a Texas death match. Mox agrees. Hangman decides to prove to Mox that he has what it takes for a Texas death match, and he delivers the buckshot lariat to Marina Shafir.
This man likes to hit women. That's what I'm saying. Just seems
if
like
anyone deserved to be hit by a man that for the last couple of weeks, it was Marina Shafir.
I don't know.
It is.
You guys want to debate this? Which women in wrestling needs to be hit by a man the most?
I'm not debating that.
but that sounds horrible.
I will speak on this. I thought, Hangman was all over the place. I thought his promo that he did in Mexico that I didn't understand seemed like it was more coherent, and I didn't understand that one. I mean, he just got
a different language. That's not fair.
Yeah, he just got no, but I felt more passion behind it. Like the whole thing, let's just have a Texas death match is whatever. My biggest disappointment was this motherfucker had the briefcase. He could have opened that briefcase and showed us the title.
Why do we need to see it?
I need to know if the title's in there.
John Moxley said, why do you need to see it? You know what it is, and you know who I am. I am the title. I am the trophy.
They put duct tape on that luggage, and I said you had the luggage. And even after he gave Marina the buckshot lariat, he could have took the luggage again. We could have solved the title. We could have.
It's a briefcase. Stop calling it a luggage.
It was briefcase.
Yeah. And for the record, I would like to say, Roman Reigns, you're in last place right now as Shield members. You're the only one without a briefcase right now.
Yeah, but he just had another baby.
Is he gonna put the baby in the briefcase? Is he gonna put the baby in the briefcase?
I just think
we don't deserve to see his baby.
I just think for me, I don't really think I care about the Death Riders being involved. And I mean, I know he cut that promo, they're going to be there. But then you got the untimely ops who still haven't figured out what's going on with Hook because he didn't want to help Joe that one time.
I think we're
People, what is going on with that? I feel like they've forgotten about that.
Yeah,
I think that was a good reason to forget about all that.
I just think that the involvement of the ops is very unnecessary. Let these people have a Texas death match. Put them in a cage. That's how we keep people from the outside in. You put them in a cage. Texas death match.
No, let them have their death match. You know what? I'm going to disagree with you on this segment. I enjoyed the segment. I thought Hangman was fine. And yes, I have a problem with the ops. But I thought overall they got the point across of why they're going to have a Texas death match. Mox wants to bleed. He hasn't bled in a while.
I feel like we've had way too many Texas death matches.
Not really.
From 300 episodes of AEW,
I think we
have had
10,
way
25.
too many.
They love some death matches, man. They love some death matches. They do.
By the way, I like to give Lance Archer a strike, and I know we're not on that segment. I just don't like his outfit. I'm just going to bring that up because you brought up Texas death match. I think he had most of them in AEW.
Just because he looked like Crush when he was with
no.
Let me just point out.
Man, he looked like somebody that was in a very popular band. I don't know what the band would be. He looked like the drummer of Nickelback or something, who just was out there, and he's completely washed, and no one recognized him.
He looked like he was an actor in California Dreams. That's where he looked like, he don't wake me up. If I got stumped out by a man wearing that outfit, I don't think I could ever go back to work again. But we're not there yet.
I know. I just want to give him a late strike.
Mercedes Mone took on Mina Shirakawa. Mercedes had pictures of Tony Storm at the bottom of her boots. Tony looked distraught the entire match.
I don't understand. Tony was just catatonic, and then got beat up at the end.
Yeah, this was a really good match.
It was a great match. It was a good match.
Mercedes retained.
The problem with the match is that we know Mercedes got creative control. And if she's going to lose a match, she ain't going to lose on this one. That's the worst part about this match. I was like...
It would have made sense for someone to interfere and cause a belt dumping.
Yeah.
To get that title off her. I don't want her to have all the AEW women's belt. It just
what belt was on the line again? I forgot. I honestly forgot.
TBS title, Marcus.
TBS and not the okay. But just to be clear, I wasn't 100% sure. I forgot. But I don't mind the match. I don't mind that it was obvious Mercedes was going to win. I don't mind anything that happened other than I hated the finish. That was just that shitty ass roll up. I thought we could have ended with a real move.
Mercedes did a lung blower, and that move actually looks incredible.
Yeah, it was boom, 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 and I was like, that should be it. No, that should be it.
I think Mercedes showed why she is who she is and how she is a very good and talented wrestler, especially when she has a good opponent. Like, I cannot knock this match for anything. It was a very good match. Her outfit was even interesting in so many different... I was very impressed by how good this match was, especially by it being a women's match on AEW, and it was a singles match. So, like, there is no strikes. Like, in weeks and weeks, we've been getting multiple people in matches on all federations. It's nice having a good old-fashioned one-on-one singles match for a title. The only downfall is that because I'm too inside baseball, I knew Mercedes wasn't losing. And her throwing wine into old boy's face, I didn't need that. But,
this is the Great Steak Watch show. This is when we talk about steaks.
This
is like the fourth steak out there in a week.
This is the strike. This is the strike. Every time they went to Tony Storm, you never really saw as clearly what was on that table. They always had. There was way too many graphics on that show.
Well,
on the side, telling you how many matches were coming up.
Manny, Superman.
I don't care, Marcus.
They have to fucking save Warner Brothers. They have to save AEW. He have to do it all. Superman has it all on his shoulders.
I saw that trailer.
AEW is not the show to be saving Superman.
Let me tell you, I saw that trailer.
Hold on. It is Warner Brothers' number one show, Manny.
I saw that trailer. And I just want to say, y'all better start packing y'all luggage. I don't know if that movie's going to say, because that trailer is not good at all to me. I was like, oh, this is bad.
Back up. It's not bad. Superman's going to make it.
The only thing about Superman I like is I'm going to replicate that with the dog. I am replicating this with the dog.
Oh, man.
I'm going to go to Metropolis.
And bark it black. I would hate for Manny to be Superman and Rika to be Crypto, because all I know, they're going to harass all the black people in Metropolis. There will be no more black people in Metropolis when they're done. I'm just saying.
It's not
Crypto's
just
gonna
black
be all
people.
over.
It's also brown people too. I don't know why I'm an exception.
I was so
Jesus, Rico.
disappointed with the next segment on AEW because they could have did so much more when the Young Bucks and Nick got it was Matt got his brother the limo and they had shoes in there and they were gonna go around Rancho Cucamonga. They only went to one damn location. Damn location.
I'm sorry, Eric. You didn't pay to see them, so why should they come to pay to see you? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They were in your backyard in the Inland Empire, and for dirt cheap money, you could have been there. You could have been there. And you could have been like, yay, Young Bucks, yay, Young Bucks. Wow, you're part of the community. But no, you were not there, and I blame you and the people in the Inland Empire for it.
Well, first of all, I couldn't be there by myself. I saw that audience last night. I needed to have help. And I have no money. But I was mad that they didn't drive around more in that limo.
Then we get the next match, which was for the number 2 spot in the Casino Gauntlet, which is MJF versus AR Fox versus Bowens versus Brody King.
Strike.
MJF wins with an armbar.
Yeah.
And nonsense occurs. Go
ahead.
Yeah.
Strike. I would like to give them credit for having a match for the number 2 spot in this stupid ass battle royal that they have. Because what's the point of me fighting for the number 1 spot if the number 2 spot can just waltz in there and lollygag their ass in there and without having to go through any matches. So I appreciate that. The strike comes in with the combatants in this match. I feel all 4 people in this match, including MJF himself, didn't deserve it. What if they won? These people have all lost. These are all a bunch of losers. Brody King loses every week. AR Fox has lost. Even when AR Fox isn't even booked on the show, Ricochet book him in a match to lose anyway. MJF, I can't remember the last significant match he won. I guess he beat Sin Cara last week. Ridiculous. But I did enjoy the match. I thought it was a good match.
I thought
Mark
AR
Briscoe
Fox
comes out, says nothing of importance.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought AR Fox did a very good job to show that he's very talented in the ring. I just don't think that he has anything else outside of being talented in the ring. I was disappointed that Brody King did not win this match. And Marcus, I agree with you. I don't think anybody did anything to deserve to be in this match.
Yeah, but
especially
saying
Anthony
that,
Bowens.
people last week also didn't deserve any to be in that number 1 match.
I don't even remember it. It's already out my mind.
Only thing that
Mark Briscoe and who?
Bandito, I did enjoy though was the MVP on commentary asking saying that I would love to have Brody King in the Hurt Business. He would have been a great person, but he just worried about being too nice and shit. I was like, what? So I laughed at that.
Yeah, MVP, you would never have a white person in your group.
Yes, it's in there right now.
I thought
Have you seen the color of his skin?
I thought that the problem.
Oh, he brought Breaker Black.
What I thought with the whole situation was that they tried to piggyback too much stuff on this, like the fact that after MJF won, like that Jet and Speedball came out afterwards, like it became very clunky at that point. It was like, what are you doing? Like I don't need all this stuff.
Strike for the Jet Speed. I hate them, and I was upset that they got any offense on these people. I just feel like they're getting their ass kicked by anybody on any street any given day of the week. I'm not even talking about wrestlers. I'm talking about we could get someone grandma and one of the people from the riverboat fight, and it's over for them. It's over. Just saying.
So before Kevin Knight got on the microphone, they kept getting up after beatings. I was like, this is definitely on Speedball. They're definitely on Speedball for talking Kevin Knight into this bullshit. Keep getting up and getting your ass beat. Yeah. Then Kevin Knight decided, you know what, Shelton, you must have been taught to punch like your mama. Could you punch like a bitch?
Well, we've seen Sheldon Mama, and I don't want any of those hands on me. She was a very aggressive-looking woman. Shout out to Thea. May she rest in peace.
She's deceased.
Yeah. Meanwhile, cheap plug for LPW. Friend of the show, former ETE star, one of our more popular shows. Shut up! We have had 4 shows on this channel. Think about it. 4 shows on this channel. ETE is number 3. ETE is number 3.
Okay.
So it is one of them. That is a fact.
Okay.
So
hide in the corner, Jamal. Hide in the corner. Just hide in the corner. That's how you win.
Hide in the corner, hug the bottom rope.
Yeah, just be like Raven.
Take the punishment. Take the punishment. Just don't get up to laugh at anybody getting eliminated.
Don't try any top rope moves. Don't do it. That's a mistake.
Well, I've never heard this been this illegal, but come packing. Bring a little something in there, and tell them get out the ring. Get out the ring.
I will say this, and I mean this with all the respect. There was nothing wrong with the next match with the Young Bucks and Takeshita against Bandito and the Paragon. The only thing that was wrong with the match was the Paragon. I think this is a tragedy for Takeshita to be involved with these people. I think that he's a big enough star. Like, it's like, I also think that it's disrespectful to Bandito. Bandito was one of the most beloved persons. Marcus loved the man, was out there asking for money. It is like being associated in this whole thing with the Young Bucks. This showed it did not need to be there.
Agreed. That's all I'm going to add to that. I was like, what am I going to say? I did the same thing.
And then I think they did the same mistake that they did in the previous segment where they just piggybacked some stuff onto it, where you had the Swerve and Will Ospreay interact with the Young Bucks to the point where
I didn't mind that.
I mean, it gives some stakes to it, but do you like the tension that they made between Swerve and Will? Like,
no, they had to, because they know for a fact most people ain't gonna follow this up on a Dynamite, on the Collision. So you're gonna have to fill in as many story arcs as possible. So Ospreay and Swerve coming out there demanding a response to their put your EVP titles on the line, and then Ospreay goes, okay,
we won't title for the world champion.
We won't challenge for the world title for a year.
But I asked the question. Why would the Bucks even care about that? Like, they're not a singles wrestler. Like I don't get what motivates them to make them want to accept that easily.
Because fuck them, Eric. That's why. Have you ever just wanted to say fuck those people? I want nothing good to happen to them, and I can make sure it happens. But I would like to say this. I believe
before you get to your point, I don't want to reveal a conversation he told me on Tuesday where he wished ill on the one that caused him a problem at his job, and he wanted all the bad things to happen to that individual.
Wow, man, damn, man, you Jello dropping. He told you that in confidence.
I don't even remember who it was. That's the worst part.
Some woman that annoyed you on the day you were supposed to be off, but you decided to come in, and she yelled at you when she paid $10,000, and you.
Oh yeah. Fuck that couple. I'll tell it to their face, under my breath, in my head. But yes, you're right. I wish nothing but ill things and only ill things happen to them. I wish the boss man would drag them out the grave when they are gone out of this world. I'm just saying.
Wow, the boss man.
Yes, the boss man. I would literally dress up as the big boss man, call somebody a nasty bastard, and drive them out the grave.
Can I come in dressed as the king?
Absolutely.
I just
come in there.
And Marcus.
Man, you slick.
Marcus, we're gonna bring Jaden as a slick because he got the curly hair. He coming as slick. He just daddy yo.
Yeah.
So I was disappointed.
Stop. Let me make my point. I never got a chance to make it because we started talking about all the bad things and only bad things happen to people. I don't want full screen. I don't deserve all this, but I'm going to say this, and I think I'm 100% right about this. Manny, your boy, Mr. I'm flying back from London to America, and I'm starting to list the hours online on Twitter and whatnot. I disappeared. What the hell?
I hit the wrong one.
What was that?
You know what that was? The lights going out and then Undertaker appearing.
Yeah. Or Sabu. Your boy's going to call. What is going on? Stop messing around.
I'm sorry.
Shit. tired of negatives, man. I'm tired of negatives. Anyway, your boy Will Ospreay is about to cost Swerve an opportunity to win the title for 1 year, including himself. They're not winning. They're going to lose. They're going to lose.
I really don't know why they're making us wait for this Will Ospreay title reign. Why are they making us wait?
Well, now
stop putting hurdles in the way.
Because think of it this way. One, first of all, Will Ospreay's a lying motherfucker. He said he was gonna have Hangman's back. Hangman was getting his ass whooped, and now he's depending on the ops. He's a piece of shit. So take that for whatever it is. But they're gonna lose because Will Ospreay is not winning that title anytime soon, or neither is Swerve. Hangman Page is probably going to have a lengthy run anyway, or lose to Darby Allin. So I believe they're going to lose, and the EVPs get to keep their power and status and whatnot, and it's going to shock the world, and it's going to start a feud between Swerve and Will that will probably be a decent feud that they can probably milk for a few months, and then carry on.
The promo that Mox cut on Hangman talking about that he's not bad enough to go after the big titles and stuff could easily be made to Will Ospreay also. Because he ain't going after the main title. He winning all these other things, but when it comes to the big picture, he's staying away from it. Marius, I think for me personally, I don't care if they lose their EVP titles, and I don't care if they don't challenge for a title for a year. It don't matter to me either way. Like, either way.
What say you?
I don't really care about the Young Bucks EVP titles, so they could technically just lose them.
Yeah. Your boy Will.
I don't really want to see restrictions on Swerve and Will. Because that registers them to the title that Kenny and Okada are going to end up fighting for.
But that might be.
And so why would you relegate them to that?
Because
and have them as your top stars relegated to a main event scene that they can't be in.
Because Manny, the AEW title is the sports entertainment title, and the international title is the wrestler title. That's how they probably have it.
Are you doing that? It's the workman title.
I think
it's the new Intercontinental title.
They could be trying to do that because it's like.
Let me ask you this though.
What about the TNT title?
Who is that champion? That title should be released with him.
Let me add this. And I'll add this question. In a wrestling company, do you believe your top star has to be world champion for your company to be successful?
No, because some people are bigger than the belt.
Bigger than the belt?
Undertaker.
Is Will bigger than
No.
Undertaker never needs to have the title.
Do you think Will needs to have that title to be Will?
I think Will eventually needs that title. Because that'll be looming over his head.
As awful as I say when I say this, I don't think Will is the person that can carry that title to the mass audience. I think that Will is attractive to a certain demographic, but I don't think that he brings in that casual fan too, like kind of like how Mox. That's why, like, there's a part of me that feels like Mox might not even lose to Hangman because I just don't know if Hangman is the guy that I could take seriously as the champion. Just for me personally.
At this point, I don't think AEW are about the casual fan. I don't think they care. I don't think they care about drawing in the casual fan. I think because Tony Khan's style of wrestling that he likes is the independent style of wrestling that they do. So I don't think in terms of the way they wrestle on that show, it's not for any type of longevity. A lot of the wrestlers at the top end of AEW are like gonna be a name for 5 years and then they're gonna move on somewhere.
Like for me, if I had my wish of who would take the title from Mox, it would probably be Darby Allin.
But Darby don't look like a champion of AEW.
I know he don't look like a champion, but if we're going with people who don't matter, Darby, he got the best dive at people. I don't know. Hangman I don't know. He doesn't do it for me. He never has. I don't know.
I think that we're in a time in wrestling, whether it's AEW, your main character does not need the title anymore. I'm trying to believe that. I think that, yes, John Cena might be the main character on Raw, but I think Cody is technically their main character.
Well, Rhea tried to get her main title back.
Cody's the one being referred to as QB1.
Yeah, Cody is still QB1.
You know, Rhea tried to get her title back now.
Rhea's trying to get her title back, but does Rhea need the title for Rhea to be interesting?
But who else is there for Io to fight on that Raw roster? Let's be real.
Natty, give Natty one last run.
I'll tell you this right now. Well, she's apparently tearing it up in Bloodsport. But
I think that Natty is acting a damn fool on the indies when she's showing up. She's aggressive. She's evil. She ain't fucking around.
For me, and I know I'm in a minority when I say what I say. I'd rather for my wrestler to have meaningful storylines than any type of title. Like if you're in something meaningful that actually gets me invested and involved, I don't need you to have a title to validate what you're doing in this situation.
So you're Tony D'Angelo.
No, that story is that story is dragging out too long. I don't care. I don't care about because the whole thing about it.
You're brave. I didn't realize this was gonna happen.
No, because the whole thing about what Tony D and Stacks are fighting over, you guys are fighting over an unsuccessful corporation. You guys have not accomplished anything. Anything.
Joe Flacco's brought up too many damn times on this show.
I was going to call
Dak Prescott. He's Dak Prescott. He has a winning franchise, but they ain't doing shit.
No, because Cody has won a championship. So you have to go. You have to look at people with one Super Bowl.
Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow? Will he be Joe Burrow right now? He ain't won shit. No. You have to get him one. You have to get him one. Yeah. Ooh.
No. To me, Cody's more Shane Falco. He's Shane Falco, the replacement.
Shane Falco never won nothing, Eric.
It's not the point though, but he looked good.
Eric, he fumbled the bag at the Sugar Bowl. He can't.
He did. I know.
You know what? I'm going to give him Cap Rooney. We're going fictional quarterback. He's Cap Rooney. Cap had championships, but Cap was finished.
And Javon Evans was Clifford Franklin. Clifford Franklin. Love me some Orlando Jones in that movie.
He's really beaming.
Really beaming. Dude, you know what? We should honestly one day, and so unrelated to wrestling, we need to do our NFL draft from fictional players for movies. Like, who you taking?
All sports? Because all sports.
Yeah. Are you taking Mark? Are you taking Bo Callahan?
No, Bo Callahan. Who that's a birthday party? It's teammates for it there, man. That's tough.
Hey, if he fell to me at if he fell to me at 8, I'll take Bo Callahan.
That's the right price. I don't think I'll take Willie Beeman. Willie Beeman ain't it.
Nah, his shoulder was messed up from tackling when they had him playing linebacker at college, so his career wasn't going to go too long.
I don't know.
Willie Mays Hayes is a hell of an athlete. He's a hell of an athlete. But he would pop that shit up every now and then. And then in Major League 2, on my apps, he got more focus into his movie of Black Thunder and White Lightning with Jesse the Body Ventura. I can't draft that.
I might have to take Paul Crew because he's a little gritty, a little criminal from the longest yard. And I might take Burt Reynolds' version, not Adam Sandler version, because he looks like a quarterback with that mustache.
We're now running into a problem where we're going to have to record a show with Eric of the fictional draft.
We all know Daddy's taking David Rosengartner. He's taking the Rookie of the Year. He had one good season, Manny, and he didn't even finish him strong. Well,
you know what?
Say his name correctly. It's Henry Rosengartner.
Oh, what did I say, David?
David.
Yeah, one of them. Oh man, fictional athletes is tough draft.
Should we just end Dynamite?
Yeah, wrap it up. Let's wrap Dynamite up and get to the NXT.
Swerve and Will Ospreay defeat Driscoll and main event Mortos.
The man who has creative control, but his respect. At one point, he's going to collect these debts and get these wins. He's going to get these wins.
I think he lost self-respect on 2 occasions. He lost again, and he on the internet dancing now. The beast is sold out. The beast is sold out.
I know he just sold out.
To me now. He's just frank to me.
I have to. My manager for all my teams would be Jim and Duggan. That's who my manager from the league of their own. Because he got them women in shape. And I think he can get my locker room in shape too.
You know who I'm taking? I'm taking Kenny the Jet Rodriguez from the Sandlot. When he stole home base, I believe that Kenny the Jet Rodriguez, I think it's Kenny. Kenny the Jet Rodriguez was an athlete. And he played for the Dodgers.
I'm going to drop the line. I'm dropping the linebacker. And it's the Icebox from Little Giants. The girl.
I thought you would take Goldberg as your goalie.
Okay,
how about this? Hold on. All right, go ahead.
I'm drafting a point guard. I'm going with Airbud. Airbud gonna do it.
You don't like dogs. You can't have that dog in your league.
Why not?
He's amazing. He's a very talented player.
He was good. Or I could go back to Africa and get the dude from the air up there.
You ain't going for what's that fool name with from Above the Rim, the janitor? I forget exactly. I know it's Leon, but what was his name in the movie? I forget.
I'll give it
Shepherd,
to you.
was Shepherd? But I am going to take a boxer. I'm taking fucking Rocky. Rocky didn't seem to go down.
Shep.
Rocky wasn't going down. It was Shep, yeah. But Rocky wasn't going down, man. Maybe him or Apollo Creed. I may take one of them.
Well, if we got, I gotta.
Smush. Never take Ryan Gosling at cornerback.
but I'm taking those two ends though. I'm taking right side. Strong side.
That's a good defense.
Before the injury, though, of course. Before the injury.
Before the accident. You can't burn him before the accident, Eric Woods.
Mark, are you taking Marlon Wayne's, Marcus?
A good movie.
You taking Marlon Wayne's?
No. But I would take Kadeem Harrison.
You know who I'm taking? I'm going for speed. I'm taking Team Jamaica.
Oh, you know what? I may not even take a player. I'm going to take the kid from Angels in the Outfield. All he got to do, win.
He made you believe.
He helped the Angels win. That's impossible.
Is anybody?
Do you remember that whole film? The whole point was
off the rails.
They cheated the whole way through, and then when it comes to the final game, because it was for the championship, they couldn't help him.
They couldn't do it.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Is anybody taking Sydney or Billy?
I may take Billy, and you know what? And Sydney and Billy should come in. They should be high draft picks. They are very talented street basketball players. They almost got shot on them streets.
Okay,
main event happened.
Wait, the coach. I'm taking this because you can't use this in any other thing. I'm taking Coach Bombay, because if your wrist is broken, you can't do this for your teams. You can't test it them.
What's the oh my god, why am I blanking on his name? I know his name all the time.
Adam Banks.
I'm taking Banks. Banks is a monster. Banks was a monster. Banks was trouble.
So I'm just curious. I know we're in 2025. Will we let Sonny Weaver Jr. run the head of our office?
No, absolutely not.
No, I ain't letting him gamble the franchise like that.
I'm gonna tell you who's running my franchise. I'm gonna get him coach and GM. And it's the little kid from Little Big League. The kid had smarts. The kid was running that team. It may be him or Whoopi Goldberg from Eddie.
Oh, Eddie got that. She got that done.
You gonna take Stacey Pat?
I'm not taking Stacey Patton, man. Stacey Patton got issues. Shout out to Malik Beasley, who is rest in peace, but I'm not taking Stacey Patton. Can I take the Monstars?
Ooh, that's not fair. That's not fair.
That's fair.
I take the Monstars. I take Lola Bunny and Michael Jordan. I don't care. That was a fictional version of Michael Jordan. Goddamn it! I don't care. You gonna take the fish to save Pittsburgh?
Nah, man.
Why
you bring up that whole ass movie?
That movie, I know, but I felt like it had to be brought up because he was the fish to save
Guys,
Pittsburgh.
so honestly, this is how bad it was because like the main event, I didn't realize it was Ibushi versus Okada. I thought the main event was a tag match. And so like this match happened and then Kenny made his return and I was like, okay, I don't care. It was fine. It was what it was.
Not to respect it, it looked like Okada and Ibushi both actually tried. But since they showed up in AEW, neither one of them have Okada has had moments with Bryan Danielson and stuff. He can't fake that shit. But there's been very few moments where Okada has looked like he was worth any money that Tony Khan's paying him. Tonight, I thought it was a good night that him and Ibushi both earned their paycheck, and I thought it was a solid match for them in their age.
Who the hell is Neon Bordeaux?
Neon Bordeaux from Blue Chip Shaq.
Oh,
but I'll take Penny. I'll take it, Penny.
I want the white boy who got the tractor.
You can't take Ricky Rose. Ricky Rose, that's not Ray LaFrance, Eric. It's not Ray LaFrance.
It wasn't?
No.
Oh.
You can't take Ricky Rose. Ricky Rose won $20,000 in a duffel bag. What a piece of shit. I'm taking Neon Bordeaux and Bush McCray. I'm taking Bush McCray. Bush McGrane's a motherfucker. And I may take Tony. I don't care if he did shave points.
I'm not taking him.
In fact, he might be my coach because I need him to just be drunk and crazy.
Can I draft Al Bundy as my running back since he scored 4 touchdowns at Polk High?
I think he was quarterback and running back. He did be the white Mike Vick. I don't know his position.
Okay. That was it. That was Dynamite. I mean, it was a good show. It's just the main event. The last 2 matches really was like.
No, I enjoyed all the Dynamite. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I enjoyed all Dynamite. I thought they had a really solid show. It was more entertaining than Raw and everything else.
As much shit as I give, AEW, it was a really good show. And I will say that as of right now, Mercedes had my match of the week. Her and Mina. Despite me knowing that she wasn't, that was a really, really good match. Really, really good match.
So the New Day and the Judgment Day still have my match of the week. And the fact that Kofi threw bread at
well, I haven't watched Raw yet, so I don't know.
He's never had he doesn't eat carbs.
He
the
threw
funniest
bread?
thing ever. Yeah, because Finn has like 12
yeah, Finn's abs are out of control, and I think he needs to be investigated for getting ab implants. No man has that many.
So Kofi hands him bread.
May I go watch Raw after this?
You ain't missing
Just watch
much.
that match. You ain't gonna miss much.
Okay, Chiquita. Anyway.
First of all, don't you never call me Chiquita, okay? I would drive to Low Beach on your day off, knock on your door, and slap you.
Okay,
Chiquita. Tell you with 5
You know what? I know you ain't got the money. Come on, Chiquita. You ain't got the gas money.
Shantae got that hybrid. She got that hybrid. We don't, because I'm drafting Silky Johnson also. Being a hater is a sport. Anyway, Wesley versus Joe Hendry.
I don't believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah, it was there. Santana came out, interfered, and that was basically the match.
I have issues with Tyson and Tyreek because one of them titties is too big that he need to wear it close up his shirt. Like you can't
Which
be
one? That's which one is that? That's
the one with the braids. The one with the braids.
That's the one with the big titty.
That's Tyson Igwe, I think.
I don't know the difference of. I don't know their names. Okay.
The dark one is okay, but the other one, the light skinned titties, is too big.
The dark one had the nerve to fat shame Hank and Tank, and I was like, bro, you're just as big as them. What are you doing?
But the thing about him is that he fit the demographic that would be talking shit about people when his shit ain't right. Like I know who that dude is. You know, Mark, you agree with me? He like got the waves, just brushing his hair for no reason, just talking shit. His shit ain't right.
Oh, I would address this one right quick. You can't take both off of Spider-Man. If you're gonna take fictional wrestlers, you gotta take Zeus from No Holds Bar, or you gotta take the man that killed Zeus, Rip. If you taking fictional wrestlers, or you taking the King from Ready to Rumble. I'm just saying, Bonesaw isn't even the top 5 fictional wrestler.
I'd take Hulk Hogan from the Rocky movie.
Oh, Thunderlips! Thunderlips! Thunderlips was a monster.
I'm taking Lang, man. Mr. T was a bad man in Rocky 2. Bad man. Bad man. Was that Rocky 3?
That's Rocky 3. What's your prediction for the fight? Pain. I pity the fool.
No, I'll take Ivan Drago and Team Iceland. Pair them to shits together.
Team Iceland, man. Team Iceland get beat by me, and I never played hockey in my life.
Can we also say the biggest disappointment that we never got to see Drago and Clover Lane fight each other? Because I think that'd been a hell of a fight. That would have been a fight right there.
And I know we're side questing NXT. Let's just run through NXT, man. Just give the results and tell us what we thought. Let's just run through it. But I will tell you the athletes I am taking the Team Jamaica. They got a bobsled team.
He already took him, Marcus. He already took him.
When did you take Jamaica?
He took him.
When you were
but I'll let you know the lucky egg is still on the board, though, Marcus. The lucky egg is on the board.
Fuck that. Damn, he took Jamaica.
No, I feel pride.
I'm taking the Swiss. I'm taking the Swiss.
I would agree. There was really nothing on NXT that said.
Let's just run through it. Let's run through it real quick.
Luca Crusifino calls out Tony D. Tony D says Luca screwed him out of his cup match last week. But if you tell me being hit lightly with a bucket puts you out, you should consider your future in wrestling.
Yeah. And you know what? For Tony D to fall for Stacks games of, you see what you're doing? This is bugging me. If a man is telling you he's in his pocket, and the other man is saying he's clearly not in your pocket, because that would expose his plan. It's ridiculous. Dang, Manny muted himself. Tell Ruca to shut the fuck up. I read those lips. You cursed that damn dog.
Luca lays out both Stacks and Tony D. Lexus King takes on Miles Bourne.
Eric, it's been a while.
Miles seems so generic.
Yeah, he ain't Tavion.
The
I
problem
want
with Miles,
Tavion to succeed out that group more than anybody.
The problem with Miles is that I think they're trying to do the underdog story too much, and I think it takes away from him. Like in so many ways, it handicaps him. Where it was better.
Excuse me, please don't use that term with a man that's actually handicapped.
I know, but I'm just saying that I think it was better when he was talking less and doing like, you know what I mean, like because he's really good in the ring. But I think Tavion has more charisma than he does.
It's not charisma. Charisma, I think Tavion is more the full package, whereas Miles is like
Make-A-Wish kid.
No, Miles is a few things off being what he needs where Tavion is.
I soured on Miles when he started sleeping with Stephanie McCare, and that's my argument against Miles. I rest my case, Your Honor. We are calling no witnesses.
Hey.
My issue with Miles Bourne is that I think he needs to have his own identity because it does just feel like a version of Randy Orton. I think he needs to
baby Randy.
Yeah, I think he needs to figure out who he is, and he needs, honestly, I think he needs to get out wrestling in his underwear. I think he has to change his whole look. You can't look like Randy.
And then if he wrestles in jeans, he's going to look like Kyle Fletcher.
I'd rather look like Kyle Fletcher because nobody know who that is anyway.
That's true.
Miles wins with a botchy zigzag. What did you... Let's just ask the question.
The only thing I want to talk about is Jasper Troy and Inamura. So when you get there, let me know. I'll be right here.
Dark State said things. Thea Hale loses again this week.
Color trash. Thea Hale did not lose, Betty. That referee was incompetent. She was clearly outside the ring in that pin. That's how far out she was. She was outside the ring.
No, what I don't get about that. What I don't get about that pin is, if you're just doing a normal pin and you're reaching out for the rope, there is no leverage gained there.
Kane dropping knowledge. I think this is 100% right. Miles is to Randy what Alex Riley was to The Miz. You have to make your own idea. You just can't do
Alex Riley was never close to them. But
it was like
next to him.
It was next to him. It was like it kind of.
Whatever. Let's keep it going.
We're not at Jasper in Inamura no more, right? Not yet. Okay.
Tavion wants to face Charlie Dempsey to get out of NQCC.
He does.
Again.
Just walk away. It's no contract. Just say I'm not going to show up with you no more. Like what's the fuck?
Yeah, you a black man asking a white man for position in 2025. Stand up for yourself.
Yeah, slavery ain't a thing.
You are an Olympian, goddammit.
Yeah, you wrestle with one pants leg. Don't let this man hold you down.
Don't make me start singing those slave slows to you, Tavion, to remind you.
And Tavion, take her in with you. Look at Benny knowing his own spirituals.
I heard Benny when he cleans his apartment, he sings those.
Hey, maybe I want to summon some of the ancestors.
I don't think you have that ability, Manny.
You don't know what powers I have.
You ain't preacher boy from Sinners. You can't summon all the powers.
You don't know how good I am on a guitar.
All right. Do you own a guitar?
If I did, it'd be smashed to pieces.
I think Manny has to have a guitar. He's Filipino.
He doesn't have a guitar.
You don't? Huh.
No, stop stereotyping me. Like you must have a turntable.
I do.
Black.
I do.
Yeah. Eric put his hat on backwards, and all of a sudden he think he a DJ.
And I get my chain with a padlock on there. You know.
Just because Diddy blessed you one time.
DJ Fluffy Tracks. That's what I am.
Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley defeat Marcus's Soul, Ruca and Zaria.
Hey, it was a hell of a match. Honestly, I enjoyed the hell out of this match. It was fun. It was really quick and fun, and I was like, "Oh, this is impressive."
Because Izzy pinned Soul Ruca, Izzy gets a title shot against Soul Ruca at the Great American Bash, And then Hank and Tank get baited into a title match next week.
So when she did it, I was like, oh, they must be going to Evolution. Oh, Great American Bash. Okay. We're still not booking Evolution. We're still not doing it. We're still not filling out this card. We have 2.5 matches booked for this show. And not even a half, maybe 1/3 of a match. Because the tag team champions do not have any opponents in that match yet.
Kane said Natty's fighting Callie Armstrong at Evolution 2.
Oh, that's going to be a good match.
Oh, it's going to be an Evolution.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was going to be on Evolve. Okay, that should be good. That should be fun. Callie Armstrong is special.
That's a good match right there.
Fire James, bring up Callie Armstrong.
Inamura.
No.
Have I started bouncing yet? I haven't even started bouncing yet, baby.
Ethan Page gives Ricky Saints an opportunity for a title shot, so he has to get through the Vanity Project Gauntlet. If he gets through, Ricky has to pick the stipulation. There was more Chase U nonsense. Inamura versus Jasper Troy. Jasper Troy is done, people. Jasper Troy is done.
What do you mean done?
Jasper Troy
is over.
It's not over. But his timing is off. Like, it was one time when he whipped Inamura to the corner. I was like, dude, let him breathe. Let him breathe.
Now he's gonna stay on him.
Can I have a hot take?
Go ahead.
I have a hot take about Jasper Troy. I think Jasper Troy needs to be called up to the main roster. I think
the promo he caught was very good.
I think he's a perfect bodyguard for the Judgment Day. I think he needs to put him in there and give him some muscle right now.
I thought you was gonna link him to the New Day, actually.
I thought you said give him some color.
It's not bad with the New Day either.
I would link him to the New Day.
I would say New Day's fine. Judgment Day is fine. Even joining Seth Rollins' desperate group is fine.
No, don't put him with Seth Rollins.
I think he'd be a good bodyguard. He's a good bodyguard.
No. Everybody goes with Seth Rollins.
I would team him solo.
He'll be the one that takes pins if he's with
Marcus. We on Friday we go find about Solo's Holy Alliance of Samoan people. Like, he got so many. Where does Tama go now? Where does Tama go? He can't. Where's he going in this situation? This match, Jasper Troy and Inamura was not a bad match.
It was a good match.
I just don't think I care about Inamura.
I don't care about Inamura.
I'm the best flash in the game.
I'm all about representation, but I don't like Inamura.
Do you know why I don't like Inamura?
This is your one Asian that can win.
No, why I don't like Inamura?
It's the
because
Mohawk,
they tainted him by teaming him with that tall motherfucker who sucked.
Briggs actually held it back because Inamura looked a lot better by himself at that time.
Did you see in the back when they did the Oba promo how fucking tall Briggs is?
Briggs is huge.
No, I didn't actually notice him back there.
He was towering over Oba.
Yeah, he's huge, but he's a waste of space.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's a little harsh.
Jordan Grace questions if she belongs in NXT. JC comes out and says, everyone thinks she's beatable. She is beatable. She is at top of her game. And Jordan will never carry a division the way she does.
What's this self-ass pity promo we got?
Blake Monroe helps her make the save. Ava makes a tag match for Great American Bash.
I just want to point out that the current women that they have on their roster, like the new people that they don't have the same it factor that Stephanie and Julia did. Like, just don't like.
They were stars in their own right.
And first of all, JC ain't new.
No, but I'm talking about like Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace, she doesn't do anything for me. Blake Monroe, like you put her at the spot and she's not
unfair.
there yet. Huh?
Eric, that's unfair because Blake Monroe's been there for like 5 minutes.
I know. But when Julia and Stephanie showed up for their 5 minutes, it became their division. It was their division. I think the fact that
more Stephanie's. Julia was out for most of it and came back and was out again.
But like they have so many good people on the roster that they could really like. I think Soul Ruca is ready. I don't know what she's doing with Zara. She needs Turtle Zara.
Zara's gonna turn on her.
I don't think
Soul's ready. Soul
I don't really think Soul's ready yet.
What do you mean? I think Soul's there.
No. He said Zara. He said Zara.
No, he said Soul.
I think Soul needs more important feuds and stuff like that.
What's breaking news with Adam Schefter reporting? Jet side somebody.
Aaron Rodgers dislocated his pinky toe.
Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. has been arrested by ICE.
What the hell? He just fought Jake Paul. ICE ain't shit, man. They ain't let nobody slide. I don't care. Man, they would arrest Cesar Chavez if he was out there.
But I think they would have tried to have people pick grapes.
Yeah, I mean, goddamn.
Kane corrected. Natty and Callie is fighting on Evolve.
Okay.
Oh, no, I ain't gonna watch
right.
that.
I was right. I was like, man, what the fuck? I'm hyping this match. Evolve. I'm not going down there. I would never watch something so small. See, it comes from the guy that goes to a garage to watch women fight.
Wow, that's disrespectful.
No,
it's a lot. It's
a
a
lot
lot.
disrespectful.
It's a lot to go and open up Tubi and try to find it. It's not really. Ain't worth it.
It's not really. It just pops up as my number one thing watched on Tubi.
Because you watch it,
the
Marcus.
only thing watched on Tubi. But no, I haven't watched it in probably since week 2.
So exactly. Take your criticism, turn that shit sideways, and shove it up your ass.
Yeah, fool.
Fuck you. Support the big cat.
Never support the big cat. Put it down. Take it to the vet.
That'd be the day I will celebrate so much when the big cat is released.
So I got AEW winning the week. I haven't seen SmackDown or read the results, but I know it's over.
Well, SmackDown's tape. So Eric, you better come with discussion on Saturday.
I'll make some shit up. We can start drafting people.
I feel like we need a spreadsheet of people that can be drafted, that are eligible for the draft.
I think, unfortunately, this whole thing would take more time for us to figure out what to do than to actually do it.
Is Maximus from Gladiator eligible for drafting?
I mean,
gladiating is a sport. Gladiating is a sport. And he was
gladiating?
He did.
Gladiating.
He did. He can't be drafted.
You can't draft the dead? There's like 90% of our people we can't draft. I was going to draft Babe Ruth. Fictional character. But yeah, I guess that's about the show today. We did an hour and 7 minutes. We did our best.
Marcus, I'll draft John Cena, the Marine.
I'll draft Dean Ambrose in 12 rounds too. Or 3.
Well, if that's the case, I'm drafting the Terminator from T2 because he's liquid metal. Yeah,
that man was a sprinter. That was a natural sprint.
Harry Potter is technically eligible for the draft, but I don't think he's of age. He's not of age.
I'm not taking Harry Potter. I'll take Victor Crumb though. Victor Crumb with the truth. Victor Crumb with the truth.
I need someone dastardly. I'm taking the Slytherin boy.
I'll let you know. Hermione Granger might be my GM though. She's very smart. And
she don't know sports. She don't know sports.
She has that time thing though, so she can go back in time to figure out.
You trying to cheat, you son of a bitch.
You use that for gambling, Eric. That's what you use that for.
And by the way, that shit just disappeared. She could have used that 11 times. She could have stopped. Sirius Black from being dead. I'm just saying. She could have stopped it.
No, I don't think you could have stopped it. I don't think you could have stopped it.
Sorry, I'm right now. I'm being various. Right now, I'm spreading rumors that I'm getting on my days off.
Oh well, we can end the show later, Bears. I know you have no balls, but you didn't have to call yourself Bears.
Hey, I appreciate being inspired.
Well, guys, that concludes our show today. Like to subscribe. There's a subscription watermark or something down there, and every now and then in the comments we do chime in, and I guess we could put who we're going to draft in the comments and see who chimes in.
Matt Cardona.
What's that to do with anything?
Can you guys even remember how we started on the whole who we gonna draft? Like what happened?
No, I don't.
I don't know how.
I don't recall how we get to half these conversations. I don't even recall how this podcast even started.
I'm not going to review it. Can someone just go into the comments and just say how we got to this topic?
Yeah, I'm going to say this. Cody Rhodes ain't my Guile. Okay, not my guy. Hashtag not my guy. I'm gonna give him the same hate that they gave Haley Berry for Little Mermaid, and that they give it Black Snake. I'm giving everybody the same injury. I'm giving that same injury to Cody Rhodes.
You can't, because that's like that would be if they actually fully drafted the black man to be Guile.
First of all, Manny, they did cast a black man to play Guile, and his name is Cody Raheem Rhodes.
Not allowing it.
Isn't there another character that's blonde in Street Fighter that Cody can play that's not as important as Guile?
May not be. You know what? Guile may not be that important in this movie. They may just be like, he's here. I'm curious who they got to place the guy.
I mean, why didn't they draw? Is Rusev not Zangief?
He's too short. He's too short.
I just need.
If I'm casting Zangief, it's a better guy, man. And I don't give a fuck.
Everybody was talking about. I think you guys even said something about the best of 7. So Rusev and Sheamus was not good enough on Raw.
No, that was a good match. It's just,
but really good.
I don't think it's the type of match you enjoy where it's just 2 men fighting. It didn't look like
a wrestling match. I love meaty men fighting.
It's scrappy. It's not like heavily like rehearsed and like fluid. It's just 2 men fighting.
I'm sorry, I just saw a post on Facebook and I was like, this might actually be accurate. Talk about a little known Black history fact. First selfie ever taken was by a black man, Ricky Fontaine. Pretty Ricky is what they call him. And I'm almost 100% that could be true.
No, Ricky Fontaine is what you call it. That's I believe that's, and I don't actually why this is in my head right now. I believe that's Martin Lawrence in Blue Street as when he's got his teeth.
It could be Living Single too. I'm not really sure. I don't know.
Anyway, let's wrap up the show, man.
Which is actually a really good podcast.
Don't be promoting our podcast on here.
Yeah, fuck them. Listen to us. We're selfish. There it is, right there. There it is. That's the steak.
That's a bad steak. That's not the one I want.
That's just disgusting.
That outfit
you know
bad,
what?
But that steak is good.
Bailey had a pretty good steak that she posted on her Instagram, and I was like, "That's a steak, Mercedes.
I heard
that's a TKO type of steak."
I heard Bailey got a new wrestling attire.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like Bailey to me, same shit. God, little Brussels sprouts, man. She eating good. That's how you know she gaining that weight. I'm gonna call her Mercedes more on that.
I'm just saying the Beast Mortos know how to cook.
Beast Mortos is in there. He in there. He Emerald Lagasse back there. Bam. For the 90-year-olds in the audience that get that reference. Look at that. Mina was not ready for that weight to hit us.
This Tony Stone was so unnecessary to be right there.
She got hit with a belt and she was just there. I don't know. So thumbnails unnecessary. I could have went with anything.
All right, you didn't have to do so many. You know that, right? Not much happened.
I don't have to. I don't care. That's it. Right?
You know, you choose not to sleep. You choose to make thumbnails.
That's my day off. You know.
I don't think he chooses to make fun. These ain't difficult to make.
No. It's like
so the AEW ones. The only ones that take time are the AEW ones that you actually have to go hunting.
You gotta go hunt for pictures. You gotta kill somebody to get a picture.
Well, all right. As I learned that our coordinator's being removed, it's always good. Anyway,
also email the show at thesharpshooter@gmail.com because we need pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah, we're not giving that up. You thought we forgot. You thought we fucking forgot about that. He's a menace. I need to see those pictures of Spider-Man. I need the world to know. I need the world to know that he's a piece of shit and that he's trouble out there. He's causing these crimes himself. Pictures of Spider-Man, please.
We out there.
Hey, all right. I ain't gonna get his copyright strike with music.
Oh boy.
Manny and Marcus.
You were muted for I hope you knew that.
I don't care. Fuck y'all. I'll say it again.
What?
I know what this is implying. I don't understand why Marcus gets to be the little man with the hat.
How you know that's me? How you know I'm not the white man with the beard?
You
How you know I don't have a Ligo?
That's oh
How you know
man.
that's not ambiguous Manny over there?
If I gotta draft Rufio, Rufio was good with the sword. Rufio was good with the sword.
Rufio isn't a sport.
Yeah.
But Jack is eligible because they played baseball in that movie where he had the option to run home because they forgot to put the sign right.
Man, what was this show today? What was this show today?
Did we end the stream yet? No, we have
No.
not.
No. Peanut.